Hello, Lost people. It's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. We are out at the property again tonight. I think it's, what is it, the 7th today? April 7th, Saturday night. And we are out here and, oh, did I say Saturday? I meant Friday night. Good Lord. I'm all over the place right now. Yeah, it's been a rough one. So, yeah, we got ourselves up here. We're going to hang out tonight, and we're going to do some work in the morning. We're going to do 2 days. That's kind of what it was rough about it. Was I had to set up for 2 days, and I was up pretty late last night getting it all together. But we're out here now, and we're going to do 2 days. We're going to stay tonight, and we're going to work all day tomorrow until late, and shut it down tomorrow night, and then we're going to stay here tomorrow night, and then get up early and go home Sunday morning. So I expect to get quite a bit done. Hopefully we can finish out the framing. I brought some pallets. Here, I don't know if you can see them. Oh, you can't see anything. Here. Oh, I'm trying not to trip. There we go. Yeah, I brought some pallets. So we're gonna tear down the pallets, and I'm gonna use the pallet wood, the slats. We're gonna use those for paneling and try and close up that framing around those walls, and see what we can do with that. I got a couple ideas, and if we're able to finish out all the framing and the paneling on the walls, then we may attempt to put in one of those windows if we have enough time. I got some stuff to do that. So hopefully we'll get to that. So we'll see where we end up. You know, set the goals high, see how far we get. So stick around. We'll see you in the morning. Lost people, it's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. It's a little after 6 in the morning. I got the coffee going, got the fire going. About to put some breakfast on the grill here shortly. I got to get John up. He's in the RV still right now. So here, this is what I got for breakfast. Made some foil packs. This is the gravy bowl. It's got like eggs and turkey sausage and cheese and gravy in it. So I got a couple of those, and then these are the egg and cheese croissant sandwiches. So those ought to be good. And then get the coffee going over here. Haven't set it up yet. Right now it's just water, but I'm gonna get that set up pretty soon. So just a fair warning, the allergens are pretty potent this morning out here. I'm feeling it already. I haven't even been up for 30 minutes yet. I'm already scratchy in the throat, so I can tell it's going to be a rough one. So there might be a bit of sniffing in this video. So I apologize in advance for that. So yeah, we're going to get up and start some framing. out there today. And I got the pallets. We're going to do some pallet wood on the sides for the paneling. Try to get that going, and we got a few other smaller projects that we can get to if we have time. So we should have a lot of time today. So because we're taking the whole day today, we're going to stay tonight and leave in the morning. So something else. Right when we were getting in the RV last night, I thought that I heard an owl right about in the general direction of where we put that owl box. So I'm thinking I'm going to go over there later tonight once we come back from the build. I'm thinking I'm going to go over that direction and see if I can spot an owl. That'd be very cool if we had an owl in the box. It'd be very cool. I would be very happy about that. So we'll see what's going on with that later. So something that's been on my mind the last while, and I've talked about it a few different times. You know, this whole food shortage thing. You know, I mean, anybody who caught the driver's side rant on Thursday, it was weighing a little heavy on me on the way home. I was picking up some things for the trip up here, and I just pulled into the parking lot and just kind of, you know, gave a piece of my mind. And I know I was a little huffy puffy in there with the yeah, I apologize for that. It was just, I feel it that much, you know. I'm really concerned about it, and about, you know, all of you guys, all of my people. So it's a concerning thing, and it just seems like nobody's really taking it that seriously. And that to me is a bit more concerning than the fact that it's even coming. So, I mean, I don't, you know, anybody who doesn't understand what I was saying when I said normalcy bias. So what that is people get used to the status quo. They get used to things being a certain way. And when things start to change, they don't realize it. They don't see it. Like incremental change, small change, little bits and things. And then they just drop little things in here and there, and people just don't pick it up, you know? I mean, it's like, you've heard the stroke commercials with the guy that's got the snake around his chest. Oh, no, I'm okay. It's fine. You know, it's just a snake, you know, and he's like dying from a stroke. It's kind of where I'm going with it. I mean, it's, people get used to things being a certain way, and they just don't want to accept, you know, that things are about to change in a big way. And it's, we call it normalcy bias, you know. So, something to think about, you know. I mean, I really thought that there would have been a bit more of a reaction when the word food shortage came out of Joe Biden's mouth. I was stunned, you know. I mean, personally, I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, I've been watching it. I've been looking at the signs. I've been seeing things happen. And to me, it wasn't really a surprise. The surprise to me was that he said it and nobody did anything. You know, there was no reaction. It was like people just, oh, okay, food shortages, yeah, you know. I don't think he's talking about, you know, empty pasta shelves. I mean, I think he's talking about, like, food rationing. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to say, like, Nazi bread lines or anything, but, you know, it could happen. It could happen, you know, and it just seems like, you know, the more food you have put away, the bigger stock you have, the bigger pantry you have. It just seems like the less of an issue you're going to have when these things start to happen. Whether it is just empty pasta shelves or, you know, Nazi bread lines. And, I mean, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, you know, it could happen. So, and I know I've been pushing the food thing for a while, and you guys are probably tired of it by now, but I mean, we got gardens going, we got a pantry going, you know, and we always, anything that looks like it's about to turn, we throw it on the dehydrator. I mean, as far as fruits, you know, vegetables, we put vegetables on there, and then we'll crush them up and use it to make like a seasoning, you know, I mean, waste not, want not, right? I'm just, you know, I mean, the ideal place to be is to be independent of the system, the way that I was talking about before, independent of the system, and ideally, even beyond that, is to have your output equal your input. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of your compost goes into your garden, and that fertilizes your garden, and then your chickens lay eggs, and you put the eggs back into the chickens, and it's like a cycle, you know? No waste, like zero waste, and you're cycling your own stuff, you know? And there's a way to do it. I mean, you got to kind of cut out plastic and, you know, tin foil and those kinds of things, which right now that's kind of a problem because it's necessary, you know. I mean, we could, you know, do metal or whatever and that kind of stuff, but it's, for what we're doing right now, it's very convenient to use plastic. And the thing about that is I have a plastic container that we use over and over and over. We don't buy plastic every time we do this. So, I mean, like, as far as a water jug, gallon water jugs, and we got the hard plastic ones, and we just reuse those. So, but my water's ready for my coffee, so I'm gonna get some coffee going right now. Once you guys stick around, see what we got going on over on the build site, and I'll try to get a lot of stuff done today. I got a lot of stuff on the schedule, and hopefully we'll get to it. So stick around, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we are here at the house, the bag house on the property. We're going to be doing some work out here. We're going to finish the framing on this, on the other side, over here. On this side, this part here. We're going to do the framing right here on this. I'm going to take this and cut that down to where it needs to be, and we're going to get that all situated in there proper, and then do this around the back over here and get that all situated the way that it needs to be, because it's kind of just in there. So we're going to take care of that, and I'm going to do a little bit, we're going to try and tighten this up a little bit here, see if we can get a little more pull on it without snapping the straps. So hopefully we can get that to pull in a little bit more. It's looking pretty good right now. I'd like to get a bit more on it. We'll see what we can do. And so the plan is, first we're going to take care of this and frame this. Once we get this all the way framed, we're going to do the top corners up here and then over here, right here, and get those framed in as best we can. We might have to do some cutting because I think it's going to hit at an angle and the tip of that's going to have to get cut, but we're going to have to look at it and see where it lands, and we'll just take it from there and do whatever we need to do for it. And we'll get these two framed in, get that all taken care of. And once we're done with all of that, I brought some pallets out. We're going to take the pallet wood, the slats off of the pallet, and plate the top of this, and we'll just run these like panel. And I want to do 45s through here on this side and on the outside, and then on the inside we'll just run them flat because it's a lot easier. You don't have to make all the crazy cuts. So, and if we can manage all of that and get all of that done and still have time, we might try to put in a window. So I got the silicone and everything we need to do that, and we've got the windows and everything, so it'd just be a matter of putting them in. So we'll see how far we make it. Stick around. Thanks. Right, so we have gotten all the framing on the interior walls done. We got this guy in right here, all the way across, reframed this door. And I'm thinking we're going to come in and put some angles right here and add like put some bottles maybe right there, and then we'll cement them in like this and make them part of this wall here, and then we'll finish this all over with the Adobe, get them all cleaned up and make them nice. So this is going to go the rest of the way up. I'm going to take these off once we get all of that finished up, and we'll finish this all the way up and across the top, and we'll put those two in there. And then this is going to be the plank wood. Now, depending if we have enough wood left over, I might put a thing in here and put another one of these squares right here. I might put another one of the diamond shapes right here with the bottles if we have enough lumber. So, but we got all of this framed up. This is real good right here. I'm happy with this. And then we reframed this over here, so you can see right there, we're at the top of the bottle wall right there. So that goes through real nice. Let's go look at the outside of it so you can see it from out here, because it goes kind of up at an angle, and that's how the roof is going to go. So you can see how it's more accurate to what we're doing with the roof. So that's going to be much nicer once we get all of that set up and start actually framing the rafters and everything on the roof. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I still got to get all of the material for that. So, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to start doing the angle across here up on the top. We're going to frame this in right here and then down to that part right there. And then once we get that done, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So stick around, we're going to get on it. Thanks. right, so we are finished for the night. We just got everything packed up. This is our wall. Needs a little work. It's not all the way done. We ran out of pallet wood, but we got most of it done. So it's looking pretty good right now. I'm happy with it. We got that framed up right there. This side's framed up pretty good. I don't know if you can see that sunset. Look at this. Check this out. It might get windy. Look at this. How about that? Huh? That is freaking beautiful. I love it. Amazing. Okay, anyways. Alright, so yeah, we got that framed out, and we got this framed out up here on the tops right there. So that's all done. We were gonna try and get some to some windows, but we didn't get to them, sadly. So that would have been pretty cool. But here, check this out. Look at that. That's the sunset coming through the bottles. Oh, I stepped on cans. That's the sunset coming through those bottles in the back right there. That's awesome. And you can see up above where we framed that in. Oh, I'm gonna trip. Okay, I'm good. Where we framed that in, because we reframed this. This was all had pieces sticking up and sticking out from where I had just put stuff in, because I wasn't sure how we were gonna do it. But I got it all cut in, and everything's framed in and cut in the way it needs to be now. So this is just about ready to go for the interior. So now I need to finish this wall the rest of the way around, and I need to get the rafters for the top and then the sheathing. So those are going to take a little while, because apparently right now 16-foot 2x6s are freaking $28 a piece, and I need like 36 of them. So that's like $800 ish. It's not a little tiny bit of money, so I'm gonna need some time to get that together. But and then the sheathing is even more than that, so it's price of things. Boy, don't get me started. All right, so that's where we're at tonight. I'm gonna shut it down and get us back to the camp before it starts getting cold. I might come through and do another thing in the morning before we leave out of here. So if I see you in the morning, awesome. If not, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.